Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. We're here with Starfield. I just wrapped up the Shattered Space kind of DLC, the main storyline, and I think this is a bad sign for kind of Bethesda. It has little hope for what they are going for the next Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls, I think it's 6 now, and I was good. It's really bad. Shattered Space is really bad. It doesn't do anything interesting. So so I'm going to spoil heavily what's going to happen. What happened is you stumble upon a space station. The space station teleports you to the Varum planet, Dazra. You come down here. People are wondering, what the fuck are you doing here? And you tell them, I'm here because of this. They're like, oh, the Great Serpent helped you. You need to help us now because that went off. That was their citadel, their kind of church. And then you need to help 3 houses to help us. We're the High Council. You need to help us. Each way you help the three houses, you kind of are tasked with like, hey, do this thing. Yeah. And this thing is either kill the person or bring them back. It's really stupid. The first one I did was like, hey, you have to go to this scientist and get some algorithm back. Another one was, hey, you need to find this guy's son and put him fucking down. Because that is the story. You could either he ran away after the events of the explosion. And then like you find him, extremely boring way to find him. You find him, you say, hey, you could persuade him to come back. You could just have him sit there, or you could just straight up gun him down. Each kind of story of like, hey, you need to do this. Another thing is like, hey, you need to get this item from a dam. You encounter these phase people that are actually talking throughout the game. You encounter these phantoms that are like byproducts of the explosion, but these are like, hey, we're here because we want to be here. You learn about like, hey, this is an experiment that the House Varum was trying to do secretly of like making immortal people. You put them in pods, and then these people are like imbued with vortex energy, and so they become invincible until you pop their pods. Jesus, what the hell? Let's go in here. And it's okay. That's cool. Then you go through it, and you're like, hey, I need this little interlock, and they're like, you cannot do that. And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna take one. If you pull out the other 2, it will destroy the dam. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take the one and leave. It's like, oh, we cannot let you leave. And then it's just like a lot of running and being shot at. It wasn't fun. Looking back on it, I wonder if I just took all 3 of them and wonder what happened. It's a lot of like no stakes are at hand of like, hey, nothing happened. Like you bring the kid back, you never see that house again. Kind of, they get the gun to open up the shattered space, and you go in there, and it's just like, okay. You do your job. You find out that the voice of the Great Serpent was a sociopath and wanted to like start another crusade. You kill him. You finish it off. You head back. Now it's the High Council that sent you in to do all these missions that you had to help with. Hey, help our houses, and then we'll help the rest of the people. And then you come back and you say, hey, what happens? Like, oh, he wanted to start a great crusade. It's like, oh, shit. One guy was like, yes, let's fucking do it. Other guy's like, oh, I don't know. And then the other guy's like, I don't want to do it. And so you're tasked with like, hey, what are we going to do? It's like, what the fuck? You're putting all this stake on me to say, hey, let's start a great crusade to, start that. Just, it's a lot of like, hey, what does the user think of what will happen? And it's just like, what the fuck is this game? This is like, a 10-year game in the making. and it all comes like it's all just shit out somebody's butt. There was also a point of like, hey, you choose who house is going to be the speaker. I actually just randomly picked, and they never mentioned who it was. They didn't even mention like, hey, oh, so you're going to be the house speaker. It's just like a one-off line. It's a lot of one-life lines. Also, I brought Andrea, who is House Varun. Nothing. No, like, nothing. Like, did her family die? Does she care about her family? I don't know. Okay, so this is how that works. Okay. Cool. Start an outpost on cool. Again, because of the catastrophe, it was implied that, like, you know, a lot of people died. A lot of people. There is like no one here anymore. This is an empty city. Like, yeah, it does suck, but like, did like everybody die? So it's kind of lifeless, but if you go to the bar, it's not that bad.
You saved 2 lives.
So here's the mission of like, hey, this is like your first side mission. You encounter 2 brothers fighting, and one decides, hey, I need to do a duel, and then you kind of go through these little steps, and she wants him.
In time, Warhol and Amila will come to see how foolish they were being.
In time you could either have like, hey, let's do this. Hey, I'm not gonna, you know, drug you or anything. So you could have, you know, one guy die and all that, and it's just like, okay. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. Is this what I wanted? Yeah. So you help this this house here. I forget what it was. This is the one where you have to find the child, his kid, because he ran away, but he has duties and all that stuff. But then like they present you as like, oh, here's a vendor. You could buy weapons. And I go up to him and he's like, oh, we don't have you're not authorized to be here.
Brethren.
So let's see what she does.
Well, look who it is.
Okay.
Lazarus, very on
So I literally had to
guest
finish the fucking game
You
to
must
get
have
access to
friends in
this.
high places, as I have been authorized to trade with you. I have some impressive firepower on offer.
Okay.
Of course I do. Now, what are you buying? They will not know what hit them.
Okay, let's see what weapons they have. Also, it's a lot of like shit weapons. Like they didn't add anything new. I think the newest weapon is the Varoom gun, which is like really. Let's see here. Wow, there's a grenade launcher. Yeah, this one, the Varoom Starstorm. This weapon sucks so bad. It really sucks really bad. It really is bad. It's just a minigun. It's just a minigun. Also, I like how they have a 1911 here. It's really funny. Let's see here. Wait, here we go. Weapons. No, we're keeping that. But yeah, like I wish the amount of money they had also went up. Like this right here, I found off a dead body. The Varoom Infiltrator, like it's like literally the best gun in the game. Like it does a shit ton of damage. I'm like critting for 1,000 with this guy. It sucks that kind of they still have problems with like vendors. That's all he sells, yeah. Weird. Miscellaneous. Get some digipics. Okay. We'll look around. But I clocked this in at about maybe 10 hours at the very max of completing the main story. So let's see here. It all. I think the cool part was like, hey, this kind of revolves around the whole world, but it really isn't that big of a world. It's this. It's kind of like it's not much. Here's the dam. You go over here. You talk to a kid. He says, hey, yo, you can't go to the card. And then you just talk to this guy and you like take the card and then you go into the dam. You track the kid through here and it's just like, it's not interesting. Like there's just really not much out here. Like it just, okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, we'll do that and that. It is different because you are, you are kind of on one planet, which I thought was really interesting for the whole of Starfield. As in Starfield, you're literally just fast traveling everywhere. So it's weird. I don't know why this, I don't like the color of this planet. I thought it would be a little bit more purple. Way. I head out to that unknown location. Got some. What do we got here? Oh, these guys. Okay. I kind of wish your RV8 scaled with you because the damage it does is pretty mediocre. Oh, here's the zealots. Yeah, these are zealots. Or no, space punk. Okay, spacers. Just pass it through. Just pass it through.
You can't hope to win.
I feel like the difficulty spiked a little bit. Like I'm level 64 or whatever, 68, and I would just like one-shot all the enemies, like, but then you encounter some like walker, like void vortex creatures that would just like two-shot you instantly, and you're like, they get up close to you, they bring me down to like 100 HP, and then they hit again. Like I have 1500 HP, and they're hitting me for 1,000, and it's like, this is not fun. Like, why are they hitting me for so hard? I'm curious to what Bethesda does. They have mentioned that they have another, they have like a plan for this game, but like Shattered Space was going to be like, hey, yo, this is the Far Harbor, which a lot of people liked Far Harbor. It like was really interesting. It kind of changed the added a little bit more to the story of Fallout 4 with a synth. And if you brought Valentine, who was a known synth, you would encounter another synth, Diaz, who is kind of trying to, you know, I forget what it was, but it was like a very cool thing, and you can have a complete experience in Far Harbor and enjoy your time in Far Harbor. But this is like, there's just nothing here. I found iridium. Cool. I guess I could use the boost. Like, what the hell's the point of this? Like, why is this out here? Why? Come on. There's something out here, yeah? Yeah, there it is. It just seems kind of lifeless. I feel like I don't know what they, I think they need to cut chip with Starfield and to say like, hey, we're going to move on to Elder Scrolls now. We're done with Starfield. Like one cool thing about Starfield is I feel like it is the least buggiest Bethesda game I've ever encountered. Like really, really crazy. Like even in Fallout 76 has insane bugs. Also think that there's more stuff in Fallout 76 than there is in Starfield. Yeah. Where is this thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what this is. Like this is so stupid. Why is this a thing? Like, why is this a thing way out here? Oh. Huh. So that's how that works. Oh. Wow. Does it just keep on going? But yeah, we'll do that later. I wanna check out some of the side quests in here. So far I've picked up 4 side quests. And I've already completed one, but just like still not a lot. Pair of scientists. Okay, let's do here. We'll set course here. Let's travel back. Like, I was curious that, like, hey, maybe there are a bunch of places around the planet that you go to that, like, hey, maybe you get in your ship, or maybe you just fly there, or drive there and all that. But it's where the hell is that? Oh, okay, it's way out there. Okay, we'll teleport here. But no, it's just like a small little bit of planet. Like, I don't know. Like, it sounds like a lot of the fans are not happy with this game. Like, it's actually mostly negative, which I completely get. Like, this is a $20 DLC pack that is just, I feel like if you're looking at Fallout 3, terms of scope, like, it's kind of like that. Like, it's really cool that there's this massive planet here, but there is just not much here. There's just not much to do, you know? In terms of story, there's not much story too. Like, I should probably go back and play the other. I bought Fallout 3 like probably 3 times. It's about 3, like Fallout 3, then Game of the Year edition. I've also bought DLC. I bought that DLC for the Games for Windows Live version. Yeah. But I need to, like, go back and, you know, play that game. Maybe I should be doing that. I'm impressed that this game runs so well. I'm impressed that, like, hey, but it's just, oh, here we go. Here's some phantoms. Go. I'm actually really surprised that oh, these things are horrible. And of course, like, your abilities, if you went through Unity, these don't fucking do anything versus these, which is interesting in itself. Like, we're going to use gravity right here, and it's just nothing. It's just nothing. Okay, let's go into here.
Remote lab facilities are sometimes set up to engage in activities that are dangerous, illegal, or old.
Do I go in here? Where do I go? Right.
We just got another report from one of the growth groups. Negative access to no signs of injury.
Hello. Welcome to Hamadi Station.
I do hope you're here about the research assistant opening. We haven't had many promising applicants.
By which he means we haven't had any applicants.
Well, yes. Thank you for the painful reminder. Oh, love of my life.
What the fuck is that orb in the
I'm
back?
Azad Dubas. My wife Shireen and I are scientists. We've been quite busy.
Like, I
lately
feel like the
and are
dialogue is
greatly in
okay.
need of
Like,
some
the
help.
VO is okay.
We put out a
But it
call
just,
for
like,
a research assistant.
the
but
story just doesn't make any fucking... It, like, makes sense, but it's just, like, so
By which he
boring.
means
It's just...
we haven't had any luck.
This could become tiresome quickly.
I'm like
So,
legitly
are you
more pissed off that
interested in
Andrea
a
doesn't have a
field
bigger
work?
impact into this game. Or into this. Sounds like you find an opportunity.
Well said indeed. I've always believed that the Great Serpent looks with favor upon those who seek knowledge and enlightenment. My wife and I have been studying a recent...
It was kind of
and
cool
somewhat
in like kind of the end mission
See,
of
the
like you
local
going in
wildlife
and then you're
has
like,
been dying.
it reminded me of
And we have not
Space
seen a
Marines.
lot.
Make sure to buy Space
The
Marines. Space
remains
Marines
show
is an
no signs
amazing
of
game. I've only played a
extended
single player,
injury or
and I think that's it for
so
me.
we can rule out most of the usual
But it
causes.
made me think about
Fighting for dominance or territory.
that game
predators,
of like
hunters looking for sport.
you are literally a
Those
god.
sorts of
Like
things.
you are
We began to see this phenomenon
god in this
just
game.
after
Like,
the accident in
by
Basra.
you go
We're
through the
convinced
process of
this is
Unity
accident,
and
but
come
the
out
exact
like
nature of the connection
stronger.
remains
You have the
a mystery.
abilities to manipulate space and space around you. And I'm
I'm
going
here
through
to
here
search.
just like gunning down
This is where
phantoms
you
like it's
come in.
like they're like chaos marines
I
and then
need you to search
xylots are
for
coming through like
corpses
they're
of
fucking
local wildlife
tyranids.
and
I thought it was kind of
collect
cool.
samples. I'll give you a biosample collector.
I thought it was kinda
that will
cool.
Extract and store the samples safely. Try to collect samples from different kinds of creatures. We want to cast a wide net. Return here when you've got them, and we'll begin the analysis.
The prospect of tearing rotten flesh from animal corpses.
Yeah, this is stupid. This is stupid.
Appetizing.
This is stupid. I'm like have my hands in my fucking face, just like my head in my face, hands, whatever the term is. This is boring.
Off you go then, and no dragging your feet. You're on the clock as of now.
Holy shit. Yeah, we're done. No, this is just oh my god. They just gave me a quest to like look at animals. What the hell happened? Like everybody's complaining like, "Hey, is this game coming to oh man, this game if this game comes to, PlayStation, it's the end over for Microsoft." Dude, who would play this on PlayStation? Anyways, thanks for watching.